The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello everyone, this is Abhishek from Study Metro. Hope everybody is doing very good. It's a late evening here, and everybody will enjoy because the weekend is starting. So I know everybody is very excited. So today we have a guest from the USA, Becca. She represent Everett Community College, and today we are going to be cover what are the programs, the tuition fee, the locations, and what are the facilities as international students you can get if you are joining this school. So I hope that you know that there is a chat box window which you can see in your right hand side. Here, if you have any questions, please feel free to just mention there so that we can cover all your questions answer in the end of the webinar. So I just want to introduce to our delegates today, Becca, to everybody, and she will just take it from here. So you can start now. Becca, you there? Hello, Becca, you there? किसने ज्वाइन किया क्या वेबिनार? वेबिनार ज्वाइन किया किसी ने? मैं सबने किया है किसी ने? आवाज उसकी भी नहीं आ रही क्या? My connection is lost. The problem is coming. ये डिम्पल है क्या? क्या हुआ यार इसमें? मैं इंटरनेट क्यों चला गया? डिम्पल सौदा लेके जाओ, मैं से स्टार्ट कर रहा हूँ. Hello everyone. Sorry here. There was some network issue here, and because of some technical difficulties, I'm not able to speak here. So, Becca, you are there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes. So, can you start the webinar from here and introduce yourself and about your school's programs and all?
Of course, I would be happy to. Thank you, Abhishek. So my name is Becca. I am an Associate Director of International Education at Everett Community College. We're located in the state of Washington in the United States. So, we can move forward here. So this is the United States, as many of you are familiar with. And we are located in the Seattle area, so up in the very northwestern corner of the United States. This is the state of Washington. So many of you have heard of Seattle before, or Vancouver, which is in Canada. Everett is kind of right in between Seattle and Vancouver. So I was actually born and raised in Washington State. I've kind of lived all over the world, but I am from Washington originally. And you can see the green areas. We have lots of national parks. And we're located right on the Pacific Ocean. So the Pacific Ocean comes in in a huge city, but they have access to all of the amenities of a large city. So quickly before we continue, I realized that community colleges are a newer concept in India, and I would like to go over what our education system looks like. So when we are 7 years old to about 12 years old, we go to elementary school. This is the first section right here. Okay. When we are about 13, 14, we go to middle school, and then we move on to high school. And we go to high school for about the age of 18. After we graduate high school, we have two options. One is to move on to a 4-year university, which many of you are familiar with. You do freshman, sophomore, junior, senior year, earn a bachelor's degree, and you're done. But another option that has existed in the United States for quite some time is that of doing 2 years of university study at a community college. So that means that students spend the freshman and sophomore year, so these first 2 years of their university degree at a community college. And then after that, they earn an associate's degree. With that associate's degree, they can transfer on to the 3rd year of university at a 4-year institution. For international students that would like to follow this path, there are many benefits, and I'll cover some of those later in the presentation. But one of them that is made very obvious here is the ability to do OPT right after finishing an associate's degree, then transfer on to their 3rd year or their junior year of university. And after they complete their bachelor's degree, they can do OPT again. So that means they qualify for not 1 session of OPT, but 2 sessions of OPT. Okay. Here at Everett, we also offer a high school completion program right here on our main campus. So students that have not graduated high school can finish high school here as well, and I'll talk about that program a little bit later on. Why choose Everett Community College, and what are the benefits of a community college in general? We'll kind of cover both of those topics at the same time. So these are some pictures of our campus. You can see that these are one of the mountain ranges in Washington State. We have many. Washington is amazing because we offer oceans and beaches, but we also offer mountains. So we kind of have a little bit of something for everyone here. I like to spend a lot of time outdoors. I spend a lot of my time in the mountains. This is our student gymnasium here, and this is our health sciences building. So we have one of the oldest and best nursing programs in Washington State. So as I mentioned when we looked at the map, we are located in the beautiful Pacific Northwest, which is about 40 kilometers north of Seattle and 72 kilometers from SeaTac International Airport. We face the Cascade Mountains to the east and Puget Sound to the west, which again we saw on the map there. The Cascade Mountains divide Washington state, so they kind of go right here, down the middle of the state. And then we have another mountain range called the Olympic Mountains over here. We can actually see both of them from here. So these pictures are all in Washington state. So they're all kind of in and around the area where we live. So you can see how beautiful it is, how clean it is. The air is very fresh and clean here. Sometimes the campus smells like the sea because we're so close. Right here in Everett. There's really a lot to do here. This is a picture of the Everett Marina, and this is Everett, kind of what it looks like from the sky. It's a small portion of the city, but you can see the islands and the ocean right in front of the city. And this is our events arena. So we get concerts here, we get professional sporting events as well. Everett was also named an all-American city. It's very safe, small, and local, but again, it's got all of the amenities of a larger city. And if students cannot find something they want in Everett, Seattle is only about a 40-minute bus ride away, and we do have a main transportation center, like a transit center with buses and trains, about 10 minutes from the campus by bus. And this is Everett from the sky. So again, we have the largest marina on the west coast of the United States. One of those reasons is because the main Boeing manufacturing plant is only about 15 minutes away. So you'll see them testing really large airplanes out around this, the ocean here. You can see how green it is. This is a golf course here, and the golf course backs onto the campus, which is right here. So we have a very beautiful, very safe, very green campus. It is a 40-acre campus, and we serve about 10,000 students here on the main campus. So some of the benefits of Everett is that it is small, and so we do have many quality local homestay families. This is a great chance for students to practice or continuing developing their language, but also to learn a little bit more about culture and have that family feel. Many of the students we work with come from cultures where it's typical for them to live with family, and their families are concerned about sending them to the United States to live alone. We do offer homestay options, and our families have been working with us for many years. Another choice that will be opening this September, so next month, is we have just built a brand new on-campus residence hall. So this is our new residence hall. It is done. We are simply waiting for them to put the furniture in, and we will have 120 private suites available in this on-campus dorm. It is almost full. So it is literally right on the corner of campus. So you can see here is our new dorm building, and then this right here is campus. So it's across the street from campus. It is very safe. There are 6 live-in staff members, and you have access to 24/7 security. You have equipped shared kitchens on each floor, so they can do community cooking. But they also have a sink and a microwave in their bedrooms. They can also get like a little hot pot if they wanted to have hot water or tea in their rooms. All the rooms are private, and the dorm is always open, so they do not have to leave during college breaks. So we don't close for Thanksgiving or for Christmas break. They can stay right on campus. And there's also going to be community organized events by the resident assistants. So there will be social activities, ways for them to integrate with local students. And we do have about a 50-50 mix in this residence hall right now with applications. So 50% of the students that are living there are domestic students from the United States, and 50% are a mix of international students. So here's some more pictures of the building. So again, we have 120 single rooms. All utilities are included in the cost. The rooms will be fully furnished. Students do need to purchase their own linens, but the rooms themselves come with bed, desk, chair. Again, walking distance to class, and there's a transit center right on campus. So we have a bus station right here on campus, so they have access to buses and transportation. Here are some pictures of the inside of the rooms. So you can see they are all private suites. They come with a mini fridge, a microwave, and a sink, places for them to store cups, dishes, bowls. There's also a closet over here you can't see. But all the bedrooms are private, and they also all have their own private bathrooms with private shower. This is a picture of the communal kitchen, so where they can cook with other friends. And this is kind of what the inside of the hallway looks like. So these are the costs for the residence halls for 2016 and 17. We will be opening a second residence hall that will have 3 and 4 share apartment style rooms. That will open September 2017. But for this year, the options are the private suites, and we do charge a per quarter rate, but it comes out to $895 per month for a private room. And again, that includes all utilities, wireless internet, and the 24/7 security and the live-in staff, everything. So you can see here the breakdown of the application fee, the cleaning fee, security deposit, and activity fees. Rent is paid per quarter on the first day of the quarter. So it's paid to their student account just like tuition would be. Not all community colleges have residence halls. So again, this is a great benefit for students that are looking for, maybe not wanting to live with a host family, but are looking for a very safe alternative. They don't want to find their own accommodation. This is a really great opportunity for them. So with Everett Community College, another thing that we offer is academic quality. When students start their first 2 years of university at a large 4-year institution, many times their common classes like biology 1, their first year science, math, general courses, you're going to find lecture halls of 200, 300 students. Here at Everett Community College, our classes typically are the largest size of 25. So we have small classes that offer students personal attention. Small class sizes, research has shown, really lead to student academic success because the faculty know who their students are. Our faculty focus on teaching and student success. Our faculty here, we're not a research institution. So for the first 2 years of school, all that the faculty are focusing on for these students is their learning and their success. They're not worried about their research, not worried about publications or papers. We do a lot of hands-on application-based learning. So our engineering students are out building compression rockets. They're out actually applying their learning. They're not just sitting in a lecture hall listening to theoretical knowledge. They are actually getting their hands dirty and applying the things that they're learning in class. We offer free tutoring on campus for all students, including international students. So we offer general academic subjects. We have an advanced mathematics and engineering tutoring center. The math section of the tutoring center is run by honors mathematics graduates from the University of Washington, which is a very prestigious program. We offer special English language tutoring through our writing center. So any writing assignment students can take to the writing center and get help. And then we also offer a specialized English language tutor for our students that are in our IEP, AEP courses, which is our kind of intensive and academic English program. We offer an honors program as well for any student that would like to kind of try to push themselves academically and improve their transfer application for a 4-year university. And then some of our best programs here are in science, engineering, technology, arts, and mathematics. Given our proximity and relationship to companies like Boeing, Washington State is known for its relationship with the technology and engineering sectors. Because of that, our focus is very much so is in the science, engineering, and technology sectors. Another thing that we offer is bachelor's degrees right here on our campus through our university center. So if students wanted to stay in Everett in order to do a 4-year degree, they can do that. They don't have to transfer out of Everett, the city itself. We have been nominated for something called the Aspen Prize for Community College Excellence, which names us as one of the best community colleges throughout the United States. There were only 150 colleges selected originally, and we have already made it to the 2nd or 3rd round. So this recognizes institutions for exceptional student outcomes in things like student learning, certificate and degree completion, and post-study employment. So with that, we are seeing high graduation and high success rates in students, and we are being recognized for that nationwide. And we also recently received a $500,000 grant to help implement something called guided pathways. This means that we focus on students moving through our system quickly and efficiently, which is great for international students because it means they're getting really good advising from the very beginning of their time here. And we're trying to ensure that they finish their 2-year associate degree in the most efficient manner possible. So they're not here taking additional classes that don't count for graduation and wasting their money and their time. We know it's expensive for them to be here. We want them to be successful and complete their degree in a very timely manner. We also have award-winning faculty and staff, and I've just listed a couple of awards that we have won recently. One of the highlights that we offer here is our intensive English program and our academic English program. So with this program, we actually changed it last year in order to make it more transitional for students and ensure academic success once they reached college level English. So we have level 1 and level 2 here. These are our intensive English language options. So that means students here are taking 18 credits, but they're divided up to focus individually on each aspect of English language learning, plus a course that then combines all of the different aspects. And then as they progress through the system, they have fewer courses, but here we find students in level 3, we find them adding academic courses with domestic students. And then level 4, they only take 1 English course, and then they take 2 or 3 academic courses that are completely integrated with domestic students. And then they move on to English 101. So the benefit of this is, after only 2 levels of English, they can already be working toward finishing their degree, their university degree here. So they're not kind of just stuck and separated out from the academic system here. We want them to learn to integrate slowly. We also, as I mentioned earlier, offer high school completion. So the way that this works, and I wish I had a better picture, I always draw a picture when I do this. If you're not familiar with our high school in college, or their college and high school concept, basically students have not graduated high school yet. They must be 16. We evaluate their high school transcript, and then we look to see which college courses they can take, excuse me, in order to complete high school. So they take college level courses in high school and get both college and high school credit for the same classes. So they pay once and they get 2 sets of credits, 1 for high school, 1 for college. So basically they can finish high school in 6 months to 1 year, and then they can do college in another 1.5 years. So they're finishing both high school and college in 2.5 years, which puts them finishing ahead of time. And they get a high school diploma from Washington State itself. So it's not a GED, it's not a high school equivalency. It is the same high school diploma that I have on my own. So I graduated from Washington State High School, and I have that same high school diploma that they would earn here. Another benefit when we look at kind of quality of study here at EVCC is our campus. We have had the same president for quite some time now, and one of his goals is to constantly be reinvesting in our campus infrastructure and in the tools that are available to our students for study. He wants our students to have the best resources possible. So here you'll see some examples of our buildings and our classrooms. Our science labs and classrooms and study spaces are comparable to that at 4-year universities. So the tools and the resources available to students here are no different than what they would find at a large 4-year institution. So you've got smaller classes, hands-on learning, and you've got almost the exact same labs, classrooms, and study spaces you'd find at a 4-year institution. Here's some of our art rooms down here at the bottom. This is our current university center. We are actually in the process of building a brand new university center where students will be able to transfer to schools such as Washington State University and Central Washington University and stay right here on campus and study bachelor's and master's degrees in Everett. This is Gray Wolf Hall, so this is our humanities, social sciences, and communications building. As I mentioned earlier, we do have a bus transit center right on campus. It is about a 6-minute walk from my office. And students can take buses all over Everett, as well as they can catch Amtrak trains, Greyhound buses, and go all over the region and all over the United States right from the main transit. Oh, sorry, and I forgot to mention, if students would like unlimited local bus passes, they are $45 per quarter, which works out to approximately $15 per month for unlimited transportation within the city of Everett. We also offer a gym. This is our brand new student gym. It's only about 3 years old, and the cost of using this gym is included in student tuition, so students do not have to pay anything extra to use this gym. So we have an indoor track, we have all kinds of machines and equipment for them to use, and we have a basketball court. There are also regular PE classes that students can take that are held in the gym as well. And these are more pictures of our campus. This is our student union building. So you can see down below, we do have an on-campus cafeteria for students, just like you find at most four-year institutions. This is also where student life is held, so things like student clubs and activities. And our food is sourced locally. So we have a local fresh bakery that brings in food every day or cooks right on site. So students are getting very healthy, fresh food. We offer great technology as well. So we have wireless internet throughout our campus, high-tech classrooms, along with online and hybrid class options. And we have multimedia and design studios and access to computer labs for all of our students. This is a picture of one of our Macintosh labs for our photography or design students that are available. We have maybe 3 or 4 of these on campus. Plus, we have regular PC computer labs throughout the school. So as with many community colleges, we offer the standard, what we call 2+2 university transfer option. This is what I showed you way back at the beginning in that how does the U.S. education system work. So they do the first 2 years of undergraduate study, what we call the freshman and sophomore year, here at Everett Community College, and then they transfer into the last 2 years of university study at a 4-year institution. So you can see all of these transfer degree options that we offer, and we do offer many more choices. We are always working on new transfer agreement options. So really we can work with just about any student in any subject area. The benefit again being students get the small class size here at Everett Community College. They're going to get 18 to 25 students in one of their academic classes. The teacher will know who they are. The teacher will know when they're present or when they're absent. The teacher will be aware of their academic progress and success, which will help students in the long run with applying to and being accepted to better four-year institutions. These are just some examples of where our students have transferred over the years. So we do get students transferring to the top 100 universities in the United States. Our students here really work hard academically. They work hard to get good grades, and they make sure that they're involved in things like off-campus volunteering or on-campus volunteering, on-campus jobs, student life, student government, and things like that. We work directly with students on transferring to the university of their choice. Right now on our campus, we have only about 450 international students. And as I mentioned earlier, we do have 10,000 total students. So our international students make up a very small percentage of our campus population. The benefit of this is that they really are integrated with domestic students. So you're not just seeing thousands of international students and not so many domestic students. Our students really do get a chance to be part of a U.S. classroom. And our students represent about 37 countries. So we don't have one giant population of students from one country. And honestly, right now, we don't have very many Indian students. So our largest populations would be Saudi Arabian students and Chinese students at this point in time. But you can see right here the diversity of countries that are represented here on campus. Another benefit of starting off at a community college like Everett Community College is we have an easy application and admission process. We don't require many documents. We do not require TOEFL or IELTS to be admitted because you can start with our English language program. And we also don't require high school graduation because if you have not graduated, you can start in our high school completion program. If you start in our high school completion program or in our English language program, we offer you guaranteed admissions into our academic programs of study. So it literally is a seamless transfer from those transition from those programs into our academic programs. So for application, all we need is our application for admission, which must be typed and completed in full. If you have any questions about the application or what parts you should and shouldn't fill out, please feel free to contact me directly. I'm happy to go over the application with you. If there are pieces missing from the application, our international admissions team will reach out to you and ask you to resubmit. It also must be typed. If it is not typed, and if all the signature areas are not signed, they will ask you to resubmit. We need official transcripts from all high schools and colleges attended. Again, because Study Metro has an agreement with EVCC, you can submit everything in a scanned form, so you don't have to send anything by courier service. You can scan the official transcript from high schools and colleges attended and send that through with the application. We need a financial statement certifying sufficient financial support. It must be current, less than 6 months old. So that is the same requirement that you have for a student visa application. So the student visa will require that they show that they can pay for the 1 year of academic study. We require that for admission as well. We do have a $40 non-refundable application fee that must be paid by all students. And then if a student is under the age of 18, we do need parental authorization for them to study with us. And then we need a copy of their passport photo page. Those are all of the requirements for admission. Once we receive a complete application, our turnaround time on sending out an I-20 and an acceptance packet is 24 to 48 hours. So the more complete you turn in that application, the faster our return will be on the I-20 and acceptance packet. And again, I've mentioned TOEFL or IELTS score, we will accept it if they have it, and that does help us place the student. But if they have not taken TOEFL or IELTS, we do have an on-campus test that they can take. And they can still test into English 101 with that test. They can test into college level English. Or it will help us place them in our English language program. This is just a quick chart that breaks down if you do send TOEFL or IELTS, where they would be placed. For placement into college level courses, for the IBT, we do ask for a 61. The computer-based 173 and a paper-based would be 500. For IELTS, we only accept a 5.5 for English, college level English. We don't accept any other score. And this is available on our website as well if you'd like to reference it. I'm also happy to email it to anybody that would like it. We accept students every quarter for most of our programs. So being that you are a partner agency, there is no cutoff date for when you can turn in applications. So there is no application deadline for you as a partner agency. However, please obviously keep in mind visa turnaround time and interview time for your students. These are just dates showing you for the next few quarters when we start. We always have a 3-day orientation when students first get to our campus. So we do testing and advising day, and then we do international student orientation day. So those are kind of our 3 days of orientation that we offer every quarter. And again, most of our programs do start every quarter. This includes high school, it includes our English language program. The only programs that are not included are more of our specialty programs like welding or aviation maintenance technology. If you had questions about specific programs and if they do a quarter by quarter start, you can contact me directly. I'm happy to answer those questions for you. We offer personalized attention, so you can see this is our team down here. We have a team of staff to help students on campus. This is the International Education Office, so this is how big our specific international ed team is. However, we also have an entire campus of staff and faculty that are here to help our international students. Here in the International Office, we offer daily walk-in hours for all types of student questions. They don't need an appointment. So every day from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., students can walk in any of our offices and ask us all kinds of questions. So we get questions from, I'm having a hard time adjusting to the food, or to, I'm not sure what classes to sign up for next quarter, or I don't know how to pay tuition, I have a block on my account. Happy to help them with all of those questions. They also have access to faculty office hours, and then all campus offices and services are available to international students. We typically find that they come in and ask us how to utilize them, and then one of our jobs as an international staff is to help teach them how to utilize the campus services, so that when they transfer into a large 4-year institution, they sort of have an idea of where to go and how to get the help that they need. So again, this is our team. This is our Associate Vice President of International Education, Bisakin. This is Marla, who's an Associate Director, and Jung is our PDSO, so she's our Immigration Specialist. Anisha and Aja do international admissions. That's me. And then this is Vicky, who is kind of our secretary that oversees everything here. So as I mentioned, we do a complete integration of international students. This means that we don't separate them out from our domestic students. We realize they're coming here to get the U.S. college experience. They want to learn the system, they want to get an education, but they're coming to the United States for a reason. So we're focused on international student success, and our goal is to help them learn how to navigate the U.S. college system in campus services. So literally our students have access to every single aspect of campus services, tutoring, activities, clubs, organizations, student government, etc. They do the same advising process that our domestic students do. They do the same registration process that our domestic students do. They go to the same classes our domestic students do. They're on the same campus. So even our English language and high school completion programs are held on this main campus. So students are integrated into campus life from their very first day. And then they can transition seamlessly to academic degree study programs. We offer over 38 clubs and organizations that international students can participate in, including an international club, which is not just open to international students. We have leadership opportunities here on campus, which is great for students that want to apply to more competitive four-year institutions. So in the US, we look at more than just academics when it comes to transferring to four-year institutions. So we have about 50% of our student government positions are currently held by international students. They can also develop leadership skills through student ambassador positions. Our office invests in on-campus job opportunities for international students. They can work up to 20 hours a week here on campus on their F1 visas. So one of the things we do is we actually offer to sponsor positions in different offices throughout campus every quarter. So we have a lot of international students that hold positions here on campus. We also offer a conversation PAL program with native English speakers. So students will get together in groups and do practice English conversation and learn more about US culture. So in the end, right, this is great services. You're looking at the same opportunities that you'd find on a private four-year campus here in the United States. But we offer all of this at a fraction of the cost that private schools do, and even a fraction of the cost of a four-year public institution. So as a recap, we do offer small class sizes, 18 to 25 students, personalized attention. Our faculty are only focused on student learning and success because we're not a research institution. Their number one goal is student learning and student success. We integrate students completely on campus here, and students have access to all activities and services. We have an entire staff of international educators who are here for student help every single day, Monday through Friday of the academic year. We offer on-campus housing opportunities as well as homestay. And we're located in an all-American city that's very safe, that's within a short bus ride from one of the main cities in Washington State. So estimated expenses for a 9-month enrollment period, which is one academic year, is $8,994 for tuition and fees. That is the academic year. So that is 3 quarters of study, right? So for the application, when they send in the bank statement, the total that we are looking for, that magic number for most of our academic programs, is $17,976 for the academic year. That includes their books and supplies, room and board, personal miscellaneous, and their health insurance, along with tuition and fees. So again, the cost per quarter for classes averages $2,998. So very affordable in comparison with many other institutions. So again, we're looking at more for your money here. So we can't wait to have you here on campus. Again, this is another picture of our team here. This is me without glasses. So this is our most recent picture we just took back in December. But again, we were really excited to have some of your students here, and I know there are some students listening. We're hoping to see you here on our campus. I really am very passionate about working here, and I really do think it offers great opportunities to students who are looking for all different degree types. So I'm going to open it now to questions. I'm happy to answer any questions you might have about our academic programs, application process, or services here at Everett.
Thank you very much, Becca. That this is really good session. I guess all the students have understood very well. So the students, please mention all your questions, whatever you have here, so that we can ask one by one. Because I'm sitting with the team of 10 people here also, so I will also allow them if they have any questions comes while they attended the webinar. So, but I'll start the first question which came in the chat line from Choyang Tasmo. I think he's international students from Africa, and he just mentioned, do we need both TOEFL and SAT? Does international students have any special scholarships?
Okay, thanks for the question. We do not require TOEFL and we do not require SAT.
Becca, are you there?
Oh, yes. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Abhishek?
Yes. Now we can hear you. Yeah. So, did you heard the
Okay.
question?
Yeah, I did. So we do not require TOEFL and we do not require SAT for admission. So I'll go back really quickly to my admissions slide. So these are the only things that we require for admission. And you'll see we will accept a TOEFL score, but it is not required. So that is one of the benefits of a community college. Our focus is on educating the general community. We believe that everyone has the right to attempt a university degree. So we don't require those really high-level tests. And then typically when you transfer on to a four-year school, because you've already done university study, they're not going to ask you for the SAT. And then scholarships, we do offer a few scholarships, but typically instead of scholarships, what we do is we invest in the on-campus job opportunities for international students because we think you actually get more out of that. We do have $500 scholarships available for first-time new students, and I do have information on that I can send out. The other thing that we do offer is that our international students can apply for our foundation scholarship once they're past their first quarter. And that varies per year, so I don't know how much it is this next year.
Thank you very much. We have a second question from my team, Kulsum. You can ask now.
So, what is the GPA required for the admission?
We do not have a minimum GPA requirement for admission. And one of the reasons we don't require a minimum GPA for admission is, again, our focus is educating, allowing everybody to attempt a university degree. So with that, it allows us to be more flexible with our entrance requirements. In the United States, we find that sometimes students don't do well in high school because of the setup, but once they arrive at college, they actually do very, very well. So we're not looking at a GPA when a student applies. We're looking at, have they completed high school, yes or no? And then they have a chance to come here and work really hard and get a great GPA and kind of start over again, which is great for many. And those that have already done really well in high school, it gives them a chance to develop a wonderful transfer application for a four-year institution.
Okay, thank you very much. We have another question from Wajid Ali Khan, that do you offer MBA in international business? If yes, how much it will be cost?
MBA. So we only offer associate degrees, which is the first 2 years of university study. So we offer business study degrees, so associate in business. That would then, so we would offer freshman, sophomore year. They would earn an associate degree in business. Then they could do OPT, or they could go straight on to the third year of university study and finish up a business degree. Then if they wanted to go on and do an MBA, that would be very possible for them. But they are only at our school for these first 2 years. Then we offer 2 university transfer fairs per year here on our main campus that only focus on the transfer of international students to four-year universities. Then from there are over 80 universities at each transfer fair. They help students with all kinds of questions. So we see a lot of students want to transfer to the University of Washington Foster School of Business. Then they would finish off the last 2 years here at the Foster School of Business at the University of Washington and earn their bachelor's degree in business. But they'd only be with us for these 2 years.
Thanks, Becca. We we have another student. His name is Emmanuel, and he said that he currently he in the United States itself. So I think he's joining the webinar in the states itself, but actually he's from Ghana. So,
Okay.
Emmanuel, for you, if you already in the States, you don't require to appear for the visa one more time. We can apply for the change of status if you are interested to join the community college. So, please let us know that which kind of programs you are interested so that we can start your process. And we have another student, Choi, and his question is that the fee is the same for all the courses which we take.
Yeah, so our fees are based on per credit registration. So the slide. Our cost of attendance is based on the number of credits, not on the program itself. So we find some programs require more credits for study, such as aviation maintenance technology is 20 credits per quarter, as opposed to the standard 12 to 15 credits per quarter. So we just did our brand new numbers for tuition for this next year, which is what you're seeing here on the slide. So if a student were to sign up for example, our aviation maintenance technology program, which is 20 credits per quarter for 4 quarters per year, they're looking at a little bit higher tuition rate. So they'd be looking at 15,540 because they're taking almost double the amount of credits that a student studying a regular academic subject would be taking. So again, it's per credit. It doesn't matter if they're doing high school. It doesn't matter if they're doing English language. It doesn't matter if they're doing an academic subject. We charge on a per credit basis.
Okay, I have my teammate. He's having one more question for you.
May I know some of the partner university which the college help the student take a transfer after completion of associate degree?
Yeah, so we have an entire list actually of universities where students can transfer to that we have existing agreements with. I do have that online, and I'd be happy to send that out to the Study Metro staff so you can have it and access it. But I gave you the example here of where our students had transferred to. So students can transfer to any institution of their choosing, any of them. We will help walk them through the process. We will transfer their CBIS record, not a problem at all. And every year, our transfer fare tends to vary a little bit based on kind of who signs up, because we always have a waiting list for our university transfer fare. But we do strive to have the top institutions from around the country at our transfer fair. So we get a lot of the University of California, so you can see UCLA, UC San Diego. We just had somebody transfer to University of Illinois Champaign. So really great schools. We see our students going to these top institutions. And University of Washington, of course, is a favorite because they're Washington State. So we have direct transfer agreements with them.
Okay, thanks. We have another question that what are the scholarships opportunity for the international students?
Sorry, could you repeat the question, please?
What are the scholarships opportunity for the international students?
Right. So I answered that sort of just a little bit ago, but I will reiterate. So we don't have a lot of scholarships available for international students for a few reasons. One is that our cost of attendance is already quite low, that we're quite affordable in comparison with many other institutions. We do offer $500 scholarships for brand new applicants. Any student applying, it's a merit-based scholarship, and any new student can apply for that scholarship. Once they are an existing student or a returning student, At that point, they can apply for our foundation scholarship. The amount of that scholarship changes every year, and I'm not sure what it will be for 2017. Instead of scholarships, our office invests in creating on-campus jobs for students. So we do have quite a few international students that are working around campus. They get, obviously paid work for that. And so they're getting money for the work that they're putting in. And on top of that, they're developing their resume for post-graduation.
Okay. We have another counselor. She's having a question that did the part-time jobs are allowed for the international students?
Yeah, so students can work part-time on campus, which is, again, one of the reasons we invest in the on-campus jobs. So our international students can work up to 20 hours a week in an on-campus setting. So when they are given a job, they go around and we kind of show them how to look for jobs if they're interested. Once they have a job offer from a department here on the campus, they bring us the letter and we actually help them get a social security number so they can work.
Okay, thanks. See, I have another question that when the students join to the another partner university, is there any options like if they maintain the good GPA or something, they can also get some kind of good scholarships in your partner university?
Yeah, so that's one of the benefits of starting at a two-year institution is they have a chance to develop a really great, well-rounded application. So if they do volunteer work, they participate in a lot of on-campus leadership opportunities, they get a really good GPA and study hard and use all of our free tutoring services, that when they apply for a four-year institution, they can get a better scholarship. And when if they come to our transfer fairs and are regularly communicating with the admissions teams and admissions representatives for four-year institutions, they have a chance to learn a lot more about scholarship opportunities. So for their first 2 years, they're paying a lot less. They get all the benefits of coming to Everett Community College. And then on top of that, they have a chance to learn more about where they can get scholarships so that they're not paying as much for the last 2 years of their education as well. I hope, did that answer the question?
Okay, you can ask your question.
After the completion of associate degree, does the student get an OPT?
Yes. So they qualify. I mean, they don't. It's not guaranteed, right? They do have to apply for it. It's never a guarantee since it's through immigration. It's through USCIS, but they have the right to apply for OPT. And we do have our immigration specialist here who oversees OPT. So by finishing an associate's degree, they actually get an extra year of OPT. If they're doing a STEM degree field, they do not qualify for the STEM extension after an associate's degree. They just get the 1 year. Then once they finish the bachelor's degree, if they're in a qualifying STEM field, then they can do the extended STEM OPT. But they do get 2 OPTs if they finish an associate.
Uh, uh, Becca, can you just go back to your OPT slides because I just want to clarify something there.
That's great. There you go.
Okay, here, let's say if the students are taking the OPT after the associate degree, once they finish their another 2 years, that is bachelor program, still the students will get only the 12 months OPT, or they can also apply for the STEM OPT here after the bachelor degree.
After the bachelor's degree, if they have done a qualifying STEM degree, they may apply for the extended STEM OPT.
Okay.
Here it's only 12 months, no matter what their degree. Here, if they do a qualifying STEM degree, then they may apply for the extension.
Okay. So Altogether, the students will get, let's say, after 2 years, 1 year OPT, and after 4 years of education, they can also get the 3 years of OPT. That is correct, right?
Yeah, so this would be the 1 year, and then in addition to that, they would qualify for either 12 months or the extended STEM OPT.
Okay, I have Praveen here. He's also having question. Yeah, please go ahead.
Is there any CPT in your programs?
I'm sorry, what was your question?
CPT, is CPT part of your program?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, students can do CPT. It's not common for the first 2 years. Um, I mean, they can apply for it, yes, but it's not common.
Okay, they can do that CPT in your first year, or it is in the second year.
That I'm not sure about. I would guess it would be in the second year, but it's really not common. We almost never see it. We see students do more on-campus work or do volunteering or internship for credit. That's what we see a lot more rather than paid employment. But I can find out for you about which year it's in.
Okay. Any other questions here you have? Okay, I think we are close to 1 hour now. So, if anybody have any questions, please feel free to mention here. I think Arnav asked the last question, what is OPT? So I'll just explain you. The OPT is like optional practical training, Arnav. When it's you can also call in the simple language that is a post work visa. So whenever you finish your studies, either your associate or bachelor's, the US government allowed you to stay in the states to do some kind of practical things. But it's a optional. So if you want, you can come back to your home country, or else you can study there or work there in some and gain some practical experience. And then if you want to continue your studies, you can continue. Otherwise, you can come back to your home. So, any other person having any question? Okay, okay. So, Becca, yeah, one last
Just
question.
wanted to know when
Hmm.
as she has updated that on-campus CPT is allowed. So the university staff assist the student to get the on-campus job. Like they will assist them for the
So,
on-campus.
I guess every university having them career cell,
Yeah,
okay,
they
which
have. So
help
that's what
they
which type
help.
of help they can provide. Like in from preparation also they will have, or they will just do the marketing of the.
Okay, Becca, can you answer this question? Like, did you understand the question?
I didn't hear her very well, no.
Okay. The question asked by Dimple that what kind of job assistance the students can expect from the university's career cell department.
Yeah, so we offer all kinds of employment. It just depends on who. So every quarter we send an email out campus wide and say who would like to hire an international student who needs funding for a project. So we've had everything from faculty who have needed a student that has really high technological skills to help them with a database creation project, to students who work with events and event services here on campus. We have students that work in the tutoring center regularly, which is a great leadership opportunity, leadership development opportunity, and shows up really well in four-year school applications. We've had students that work here in our office directly with international students and international student projects. So it really just depends on what the needs are across campus for the quarter.
Okay. So the last questions again. That application fee, I think you mentioned about $40. So is this waived for the study metro students?
Yeah, so the application fee we charge for everyone, all of our partners across the world. We waive the mailing fee for you guys, so there is no mailing fee for us to send I-20s and acceptance documents. Included in that $40 though is our on-campus testing fees. We are not charging any additional fees for students when they get here on campus. So that is an application fee for us to process the application, and also is for all of their on-campus testing once they arrive here.
Okay. And again, the last question that uh, as per the students' view that why they choose community college or not directly go to the university, I feel the advantage is the tuition fee, where the tuition fees is compared to the university is very low. The education is good and they can prepare for the GPA. But what are the other advantage as per you that you want to say to my counselors, our counselors, and the students?
Of course. Yeah, so with large four-year institutions, you find that during the first 2 years of academic study, the classroom sizes are extremely large. So you're looking at the University of Washington having lecture halls of 300 students, 400 students. For us here, for the exact same class, students are going to have 18 to 25 students in a classroom. The faculty will know their names. The faculty are only focused on teaching the students. So at most four-year research institutions, the faculty are worried more about their research than they are about teaching students. Whereas our instructors here are only focused on student education, student learning, and student success. So for those first 2 years, we're typically at a four-year school, they're just a number, they're not a name. Here they're a name, here they're a face, here they're a person. We watch them and help them succeed for those first 2 years. This is the kind of school where a student will come in, I will look at their GPA every time they're sitting in my office. And if they're struggling, we will have a one-on-one personal conversation about how maybe we can get them the help they need to succeed academically. It is the type of place where if a faculty member sees a student that is really excelling, they will personally suggest the honors program to that student. So it's that personalized attention. You are really getting more attention, more service, and a better education for the amount that you're paying than you would at a four-year institution.
Okay, I think that's all from our end, and it was really very good webinar. And thank you very much for your time. I think it's early morning there, and you are spending your valuable time with all our staff and then the students.
Right, it was absolutely my pleasure, and I'm happy to work with any of your advisors. If they do have questions, they can contact me directly. I am more than happy to answer any questions that come up after the webinar is over.
Sure, definitely, definitely. We will get back to you if we have any further questions. But as of now, I guess we understood everything, and we are doing the recording of this webinar also. So if we doesn't understand anything, we can always go back to your presentation, and then we can understand. Otherwise, we can write you directly. So thank you very much for your time, and thanks for the students. It's late evening here, and I think you're spending your time, and everybody having some other things to do. Thanks again, everybody joining this webinar, and happy weekend ahead.
Yes, thank you all as well. Have a good evening.
Bye bye. Take care. Bye.
Bye.